Mark my words, what we saw happening in Australia, where you have internment camps and people are being forced, if they've encountered anybody with COVID, to be locked into a quarantine camp, is the most horrifying thing I think I've ever seen a government do. It's frightening. And if you can't see that, I feel sorry for you.
Would it have been better?
This is our last question, Liam. We have to run, but thank you for your time.
Just answer me this one question. One more question, Kari.
Well, no, I've already told you we're done. Thank you so much. That guy's a complete nut. Seriously, a complete insane person.
Okay, so not a great reaction to say that you get one more question, then immediately decide, no, I'm not even gonna give you that one. That's Kari Lake, by the way. So she is running in the Republican primary to become Arizona's next governor. Now, she didn't like the questions that were being asked of her. We'll get into a little bit more of why she decided to just abruptly cancel an interview and storm out, which is never a good look. But what you need to understand is that she is endorsed by Donald Trump. She could win this primary. If she does, she could be Arizona's next governor. And if that's gonna be the case, you should at least know who you're getting. So who is Kari Lake? Well, she's previously appeared at campaign events with Nazi sympathizers, QAnon-linked activists, and Linked is doing a lot of work there, as we'll describe in just a second. She has been endorsed by Representative Paul Gosar, famous for imagining via Attack on Titan, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez being murdered. Michael Flynn, Mike Lindell, the sentient pillow man himself, has endorsed Kari Lake. By the way, she's taken photos with Ron Watkins, who, again, to the QAnon link thing, he's believed to be the guy who was pretending to be this Q guy. She's a big fan, I guess. She campaigned with this guy who plotted to kill an FBI informant. So you get a little bit of not just conspiracy theories, but political violence there. She's advocated for the imprisonment of the state secretary of state, Katie Hobbs, who's also running for governor over some election crime she should be locked up for. Lock her up, I guess, is just a universal thing that they can use. She wants to imprison journalists. She said she wouldn't have certified Joe Biden's victory in Arizona if she had been governor, and I'm not even sure the governor has anything to do with that role, so she likely doesn't even know what governors do. But in any event, Kyla, she's a legit crazy person who cracked under pressure in this interview, and she could be an incredibly powerful person in Arizona in about a year.
I really want to know where the right got snowflakes, because they are the literally biggest snowflakes I have ever seen. She literally melted right there in that interview. It's so embarrassing. And she has some nerves trying to flip the script, talk about Australia. There are so many problems in the United States we could talk about, and she completely ignores all of them. But again, I think she was talking when she got up and said, "Oh, he's a nut." I think she was kind of projecting a little bit. She sounds very crazy, especially when she aligns herself time and time again with white supremacists, with men who would seek to take away the rights of citizens, people who, even in the Arizona's own state legislature, they are actively suppressing and taking away people's right to vote. And so it's pretty ironic and disappointing to see that she's one of the top candidates in Arizona right now.
Yeah, to be running an election advocating for fewer and fewer people to be able to have an effect on the results of elections is particularly disgusting. That said, there were a few other notable moments in the interview, the limited bit of the interview that she allowed before she went to get an ice cream or something. Here's a few excerpts.
Your man Donald said,
Why would you say that, sir?
What?
Your man Donald?
Well, he is. I mean, he's endorsed you personally. He said a few days ago that those people at the Capitol should be pardoned. They should all be pardoned. Do you think they should be pardoned?
I'm still amazed that you say your man Donald. That's just so disrespectful. Trying to make me look bad.
You're a Republican. He's the Republican leader.
What I don't like is that people are being held in prison without being charged. That's un-American. Maybe they get away with that stuff in Australia. Perhaps in Australia, because you've given your rights away, you melted down all of your guns and you guys have no freedom, that you find that okay. But here in America, we do things differently. We have something called the US Constitution, and we have rights.
And I will select a few of them that I'm okay with. The others can go. Women's rights, all that, no. We got no interest in that. Your right to vote, no, not interested. So that's Liam Bartlett, by the way, who was talking to her. She was not a fan of him, of Australia generally. And man, they really do love pitching Australian Canada as some sorts of like, post-apocalyptic tyrannies or whatever. Really fast though, Kyla, do you think that it was going too far or disrespectful to refer to her like the way that he talked about your guy Donald like that? Is that going too far, or was she using that?
Absolutely not. You know what's going too far? When men like Donald Trump say, I'm gonna grab her by the P word. That's going too far, And it's interesting to see her saying like, oh, your prisons and our Constitution, the 13th Amendment legalizes slavery in our prison system. So what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So it's clear that she was underprepared. She has no idea what she's talking about, and she is a grifter. She's just touting these right-wing talking points, trying to be the perfect Donald Trump candidate. And yeah, she's Donald's girl.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how she responds to that. I don't think she's like you saying it anymore. But if you try to interview her about it, she'll probably just walk away.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.